First thing, microwave, bike or skateboard, graphing calculator, cleaning supplies, condoms. Aloha, it's Katie, and if you're watching this, you are probably late on your packing, trying to figure out what you're gonna bring to your first year in college. I asked you guys on Instagram at AlohaKatieX, follow me there, what items you are not sure about bringing to college, and today we're just gonna go through them really quick and I'll tell you my experience with whether I need it or not. First thing, microwave. I did not bring a microwave. Most residential housing will have a communal kitchen, so I would just use the shared microwave. A mini fridge. This I did have. I didn't buy it though. My roommate rented it. That way it saved us from worrying about people stealing things from the communal fridge. My friend at another school talked about how people would steal her eggs all the time. You should check if your college has a partnership with a fridge company, because I know Cornell has one with mini fridge. It also has a lot of connections with other schools, and it's supposed to offer fridges at a more affordable price for renting, and also the electrical details are already confirmed to be compatible with that campus, so that saves you a lot of time. Pro tip, if you have a roommate, you should already reach out to him or her about shareable bulky things that you guys plan on bringing. Microwaves, fridges, printers, coffee machines, water filters. These things you can save a lot of money on if you coordinate before you arrive on campus and just decide who is going to take care of what. The last thing you want is to show up with 2 fridges, 2 microwaves, and 2 whatever other things that you don't need that will instantly clutter your probably already small room. Water filter, yes. Alternatively, a water kettle. My roommate used a water filter because she was okay with drinking tap water. I, coming from the Philippines, didn't really trust tap water, so I would manually use an electric kettle to heat my water all the time. Also because I drank a lot of tea and I liked hot tea, so that's why I opted for a kettle. If you're not that picky though about filtered water, Brita, whatever, is a popular option for a lot of college students, and I know friends who just share one in their room. Bed risers. Okay, there are only 2 bed add-ons that I can think of, and that is memory foam to make your bed softer and like sink in and follow the shape of your body so it's more smooth. I don't know. Or you're referring to lifting your beds. And in my experience with raising your bed actually is you don't need to buy something additional. Your college bed will probably already have a built-in system where you can raise the bed if you want to make more space under your bed. I think that's what you're referring to. I don't think you have to buy something for it. Also though, to be safe, check with your residential housing system what the amenities of your room are. I just searched raising beds in Cornell or whatever, and I found that all beds could do this, so all you had to do was file a maintenance request and they would do it for you. Or if you just don't want to wait, then my roommate and I, we just did it together. Printer. I did not bring a printer. This depends on your major, I feel, and your college system. In regards to your major, I took a lot of engineering classes my first year, so I didn't have to print much. I was given problem sets. I just had to write the answers on my notebook or submit electronic files that was acceptable. But if you are a humanities major or in a major where you do a lot of writing and you know you have to be submitting a lot of things, then you might consider getting a printer. The second thing is to consider your college's system. At Cornell, we have different printers set up around campus, and we just have one system where we can scan it using our ID card on any printer and it will print our thing out. The only issue is these printers are mostly located in buildings, far away from your dorm, which is probably where you're cramming your homework, or that's where I was cramming my homework. Another thing is friends. This is not to say to freeload off your friends, or, well, a lot of people in your dorm will probably have printers. So as much as possible, I didn't try to bother them. But if there was something I really needed urgently because I did not plan ahead of time and I was procrastinating, then I would ask my friends if they could print it for me, and they were always more than willing to help. I offered to pay them for it, buy them ink, buy them paper. I think it's like the least you can offer out of courtesy. That's an alternative. Separate notebooks for every subject. I would not recommend buying a lot of notebooks and a lot of school supplies like you probably did in high school. I would suggest maybe buying 1 or 2 that will last you the first week of college, but it's more important that you actually go to your class first, look at the course website, look at the syllabus, and see what you are expected to bring. You just bring yourself. You can sit in lectures, not writing anything down, not taking notes on your laptop. Nobody will care or notice unless your professor says otherwise. What I would do in my first week of classes when I was still shopping for classes or choosing which ones I wanted to take, I would just bring 1 notebook. That way I at least showed up to class prepared as if I brought a notebook for that class, but really I was using that notebook for every class I went to, and that is fine. Good thing is I realized I wanted to go digital with my notes. You might have seen my house study on my iPad notes, but last semester, after trying out notebooks and my laptop the first semester, I decided to go green and digital. If you are considering taking iPad notes or shifting to a tablet, I would highly recommend you click the top right to check out that video because I evaluate it for you. My pets. Hi, Shub. This depends on your dorm's policy. Most dorms will not allow you to bring pets, especially big ones like dogs, cats, but some people will sneak in reptiles like snakes and really quirky pets. Medicines and canned food. Yes. Well, I didn't just bring medicine. I wrote a friggin' spreadsheet before I came to college with all the medicine I had, with the purpose of it, with the uses of it, the dosage requirements, and the expiry date of the medicine. My parents made me do it because, I mean, this is probably gonna be your first time taking care of yourself alone. You need these things. Canned food, yes, I brought it because I was really seriously worried in the winter that I would not leave my dorm sometimes because it would be too cold, too harsh. And also, my parents thought that there'd be food shortages. I had chicken broth, chicken noodle soup, minestrone soup, instant noodles, things like that, just in case, but I never had to use it. Graphing calculator. This I brought to be safe. I didn't use it for the first semester. All the math classes I took did not allow calculators. It was only during some homeworks that I would use my calculator, but I could have survived the year without it. That said, all math classes are different. I use the Texas Instruments TI-84. These are expensive. It would be better for you to bring it to be safe, and it's pretty small anyway, so I think it's worth bringing than paying extra. Coffee machine. Hi, Cindy. I didn't bring a coffee machine because I am not into coffee. I've never been into coffee. I don't drink coffee. I don't rely on coffee. I'm not an energy drink person, so I'm very much just on my own natural energy. That said, I know coffee is a necessity for a lot of college students. I find a lot of people though just buy coffee at Starbucks or one of the cafes, or a lot of those in my campus at least. But if you like brewing your own coffee and if you need it, you know, like ASAP before you even leave your dorm to go to a cafe, then that's up to you. Iron or steamer? Yes, you need this. A lot of the clothes will get crumpled when you pack them, especially if you have semi-formal or formal business events where you need to look polished and all, what's the word? It's like the word that you like do for pets. Like groomed. When you're all groomed up, then you will need your clothes without wrinkles. I would recommend a handheld steamer that converts water that you can easily get out of your sink, and then it heats it, then converts it to steam for you. That way you don't need a whole table to iron things manually, and you can just easily on your hanger on the back of your door, if you have a hook, just steam it. If you want to see all my college dorm essentials, I actually made an Amazon storefront where I chose everything that I bought on Amazon. I literally looked through my Amazon history, put everything that I bought on a page that you could see it. Also, it helps me out as a college student if you use my Amazon links in particular down below. If you want to check that out, or get Amazon Prime, which is a huge lifesaver by the way, allows you to get free 2-day shipping, and if you're a student you get 6 months free. You should also check it out in the link below. Condoms. If you plan to be active in that area, then it would be in your best interest to bring some. Bike or skateboard? This is a great question, and it depends on your college landscape. Mine is pretty hilly. It's 4 seasons, winter most of the year, so that's not very practical. But you will likely have bike rentals or scooter rentals. There's Line Bike, for example, where you can load your credit card and scan any bike you see, and you can easily rent a bike for $1 by just scanning it on your phone. That said, my friends in West Coast schools, especially the UC schools and California area, bike a lot because the land is more flat. There are bike lanes. In that case, that might be a good investment. Knee-high winter boots. Yes. I actually also did an Amazon storefront all for my winter essentials because I never seen snow before I went to Cornell. I'm an incoming sophomore, by the way, at Cornell. I was so terrified of winter weather because I grew up in a tropical island my whole life. High school yearbook or old photos? Yes. If you love looking back at your old photos and they remind you of home and make you feel a lot better, then I would bring it. In fact, if there's anything you must bring to college, it's these kinds of memories and handcrafted things with love that have stories and loved ones behind them that I would bring the most to college, because the rest of these things, microwaves, fridges, honestly, you can just buy them there last minute. But you know, your birthday cards from friends, your Polaroid photos, these things you can't buy or replicate. Toe clippers or nail cutters, yes, you need them. I didn't bring them from home just because for a lot of the small utility things that I didn't need urgently, I would just buy them when I got to college because I had limited luggage space. I was already bringing a lot of other things. Cleaning supplies, same thing. I bought all my laundry detergent, fabric softener, and dryer sheets. By the way, for detergent, I would recommend the Tide Pods. I originally bought the liquid one where you had to pour it and measure it out every time. It was fine. But Tide Pods are so convenient. I bought a pack of 81. It's gonna last me like all 4 years. You just throw in 3 of them in the laundry machine and it'll do it for you. It's beautiful. These are all on my Amazon. Oh my gosh, will I shut up about Amazon? Quick insert. Humidifiers and power strips that are surge protectors also are good things to bring. One of the most important things to bring to college that I personally do is local gifts or souvenirs from your home country or state. Maybe it's because I'm an international student, but I really wanted to bring dried mangoes to share with my friends because the Philippines is known for its dried mangoes. I bring a lot, try to give it to friends, but can't lie, I also binge eat a lot of it. College is a time where you meet people from all over the world. Chances are over half of the people that you meet are never going to visit your home state or country. So, you know, why not bring it to them? Share that special part of your life and I'm sure it'll mean a lot to them. And last thing, self-confidence. Yes, bring your confidence. This is such an exciting time in your life. I talk more about this in my 10 ways to make friends in college video. Try not to worry so much. It's normal to be anxious, nervous, but mostly excited for this big transition in your life. A lot of people say college is the best 4 years of their life, and I don't doubt that this could be mine and yours too. That's all you need to pack for college. Thank you so much for sending me these responses on Instagram. I couldn't have done it without you. Teamwork. Let's keep in touch. I'm only a DM away on Twitter and Instagram at aloHaKatieX, so you should add me on there and subscribe. I'm hustling as a college student to upload 2 videos a week. I do college lifestyle vlogs on this channel and more low-key, unfiltered, weird me videos on my second channel, Daily Katie. Before you go, I would really appreciate if you give this video a thumbs up. Left a comment down below. I love reading your comments and I pin one of your comments every video, so for free shout outs. Thank you for getting through my plugs. Best of luck with college. I'm rooting for you and it's gonna be a bomb time. Bye guys.